Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. Now today is an interesting space and it's sold. So this now is not something I'm going to be actively pushing to sell to you, but the reason I wanted to show you and the reason I wanted to come here is because this property is completing today. My colleague Danny is going to be handing over the keys to the new buyers, but this place is immense. It is a huge 3,500 square foot Victorian warehouse conversion in East London. I think one of the biggest spaces that's sold in East London across the whole of the area. So it's well worth having a look into and delving into, and hopefully for us to demonstrate the sort of place that we are used to selling. So if you're looking for something similar, you can get in touch and we can try and help you. But for now, I'm going to take you to the front door. I'm going to talk you through it so you can see this space in all its glory. And I've wanted to see it empty. Now the old owners have now moved out. So let's go check it out. Right, let's kick off outside the front door of the flat. So we're up on the first floor, and this is a very, very industrial building. It is part of the Spratz, well, it's known locally as either the Spratz building, the Spratz patent factory, or Limehouse Cut, depending on who you're talking to. But this space is part of a building that forms a cluster of big Victorian buildings over here in East London. It used to be a pet food factory. So it's got a real history to it. Now, the previous owners had basically divided this space at 3,500 feet into a number of rooms. This room is enormous and so big, and the ceiling height is fabulous in here. It's got to be 12 to 13 foot high, and you've got all this original, lovely old brickwork. This particular room was almost surplus to requirements, so much so they just converted it internally to a little private rented space. So this was a completely self-contained apartment all on its own, even though it's within the title of one much bigger space. So you've got that bedroom, that bed decked area there with storage underneath it, which is accessed just here through that little doorway, and then just to the left of it, a stairwell which leads up to a very large bed deck. And even up at this level, it's still 5 foot, the ceiling height. And it just from here, you overlook the space. Look at that. As I said in the intro, I'm really just sort of just trying to demonstrate the sort of spaces that we deal with, but also I would love to hear what you do with this place. It really is one of the best projects that we've sold for quite some time here at Unique Property Company. Right, so we're back in the hallway here. Again, you've got all these original industrial features. You've got these window winders here, loads of brickwork, I mean loads. And this flooring, it's not original, but it's painted ply. So as we're walking around, you see all these walls here. These are all stud walls. Every single wall, you can imagine this taken out, all the individual walls taken out. This is just one enormous space. So this room was used as a library, and then back in the hallway continues round to the right, and another room which was the laundry come storage come utility. But again, big room, loads of features, but still remain intact. And they're all in good nick as well. So there we go, there's the boiler room, well, the boiler there. But again, what a space. There's so much you could do. My mind is going 10 to the dozen, and it's really nice to see this empty. And then the last hallway, and a very big, I won't go into too much detail, but this is a big bathroom in here, that raised platform with the bath on it and the loo, and again, everywhere the ceiling height is absolutely incredible. Across from the bathroom, one of what would have been one of the bedrooms. Again, more brickwork. Warehouse windows, and from here you can see further out into E14, and just down below, or just down there, there's the where the DLR runs. You can't see it, but just behind that fence, the DLR track runs off towards Stratford. Okay. This room is what would have been their living room. It's a big open plan living dining space, and that looks across to into Foundation Studios over there, which is a very highly regarded, well, the ground floor is very popular with metalwork and sculptors. The kitchen recessed back there. Again, look at these ceiling heights. They're massive. This has got to be 15 foot in here. And then this room I was really keen to see, because one of the previous owners was a very highly regarded artist called Mark Vaux, who is in his 90s now, but still active, really nice chap. And this was his studio, and this is so original and so intact, and you can probably hear by the echo in my voice, it is an enormous room. Again, ceiling heights in here are huge. We've got to be talking, 13 to 14 feet. Brickwork everywhere. You've got the paved, the concrete slabbed floors here. It's a really solid room. It just feels so warehousey. Well, I suppose it is, but it doesn't feel fake in any way. It's a really honest space. Again, big warehouse windows here. I mean, all the windows everywhere in this apartment have got to be 4.5, 5 foot tall. And then over to the loading doors, or what would have been originally the loading doors here, we've got a balcony, which also doubles up as a fire escape if needed, hopefully not, but a fire escape. And then just down here you've got the foundation works, where all the sculptors and metal workers just store their wares. And then one last room, which is just around to my right. I think where my colleague Danny might be holding up. Yeah, he is, but and then this is another room. Again, big room, high ceilings, and more brickwork, warehouse windows. Just a very nice sized double bedroom. Right then folks, that's it. That's today's tour done and dusted. Thanks again for watching. And I know this is a slightly different one in that it is a property that's sold rather than something that's for sale, but hopefully it demonstrates the sort of property that we are used to dealing with here at Unique Property Company. If you're a buyer currently in the market looking for something like this, please get in touch. We've got properties coming on all the time. And if you happen to be a seller of something like this, all across London and the southeast, we would love to talk. We've got lists of people looking for something like this who are registering all the time. So thanks again. Please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate the support and the feedback. If you'd like to leave any questions or comments, please do so in the comments box below, and I'll link the property that we've just viewed below, so you can have a look at it and see what it looked like before the old owners moved out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next tour. Take care for now.